It isn't just the lyrics, it's the beat. The music that they're planning to use to crumble the morals of America is this rotten, filthy, dirty, lewd, lascivious junk called rock and roll.
An hour of 60s underground music from around the world. Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Radio. Great 60s Garage Punk, freakbeat and psychedelia. Podcasts via all good podcasting providers and facebook.com/Retrospect Garage Punk Radio.
You have you had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very horrible. I'm not finished. Horrible, and nobody wants to say that.
Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show, episode 651, which we started off with some UK freakbeat from a band called The First Gear. Their cover of A Certain Girl. They were formed in Yorkshire, in the UK, as the Zephyrs, moved to London in 1964, renamed First Gear by their producer Shel Tammy, and it's Tammy who was the subject of this episode of Retrospect, legendary record producer who passed away 13th of November. More about him soon, but The First Gear, 45 mono single on Pi Records, A Certain Girl, the A-side, the B-side, Leave My Kitten Alone, and apparently band members couldn't quite pull off the guitar work on that, so Tammy had Jimmy Page stand in, Page of course being a prominent session musician of the time, and his name will pop up several times throughout this episode. So a tribute episode to the late Shel Tammy. This show almost entirely tracks out of the UK, so we can refer to that as freakbeat or R&B as opposed to 60s garage. It's all the same thing. Great selection of tracks, with the first half of the show being all Shel Tammy productions. More on that shortly. Hi, I'm Phil Gray, host of Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show. It's a labour of love, and if you dig what I do, why not buy me a beer? Or just a coffee? You can do that now via buymeacoffee.com/Mr. Phil Gray. That's buymeacoffee.com/MrBHILGREY, Mr. Phil Gray. I may not be able to have a beer or coffee in person, but we can do it virtually. On with the show. Sheldon Tami, born 1937, American record producer, songwriter, arranger, probably best known for his work in the UK in the 60s with The Who and the Kinks. Plenty of that coming up. But he was born in Chicago, interested in music from a very early age, and also the technology of recording. Graduated Fairfax High School, Los Angeles, 1955. Worked for ABC Television. Became a recording engineer at Conway's studio in LA. But by 1962, he headed to the UK for what was supposed to be a 5-week European vacation. Opportunities came thick and fast, with him being handed a stack of acetates and the suggestion that he claimed that he produced them in order to get employment. He joined Decca Records as an independent record producer. He ran into a band called the Ravens, shortly to become the Kinks, and he produced their third single, You Really Got Me, which itself was a staple of 60s garage. A couple of versions of that coming up in the show. He also produced All Day and All of the Night, Tired of Waiting for You, Dedicated Follower of Fashion, and more. Pete Townsend, then in a band called The High Numbers, which The Who were called, briefly, really liked the production on You Really Got Me, inspired him to write I Can't Explain so that Shel Tami might produce The Who, which of course he did. Tami was instrumental, pardon the pun, in that intentional feedback in the middle of Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere. That's a track we've got coming up in the show, but very, very different cover version of it. He produced Bowie, also in this show, and Australian band The Easy Beats, among many, many others. Most of his output, you could say, was in the beat or mod category, certainly the samples in this show. Quite a few tracks where you can definitely hear influence of the Kinks and certainly The Who. Shel Tami passed away November 13th, age of 87. So this episode in tribute to the late Shel Tami. And we continue with a set of tracks out of the UK. First up, a B-side from a band called The Sneakers, released on Columbia, October 1964. This band had been known as Brian Howard and the Silhouettes. They changed their name to The Phrase, then The Sneakers. B-side of this October 64 45 cover of Bald-Headed Woman, and yes, Jimmy Page also plays on this one.
Well, I don't want no bald-headed woman. Gonna make me mean, yeah, Lord, make me mean. Yeah, I don't want no bald-headed woman. It'll make me mean, yeah, Lord, it'll make me mean. Well, I don't want no sugar in my coffee. It'll make me mean, yeah, Lord, make me mean. Yeah, I don't want no sugar in my coffee. It'll make me mean, yeah, Lord, make me mean. Well, I've been traveling over bald-headed mountain. Done my time, done my time. I've been traveling over bald-headed mountain. I done my time, done my time. Well, I done my time, I done my time. I done my time, I done my time. Sugar in my coffee, baby. It'll make me mean, make me mean. Well, I don't want no bald-headed woman. It'll make me mean now. Yeah, I don't want no bald-headed woman. It'll make me mean now. Oh, baby, it'll make me mean.
This is Catherine River Sage, and I'm delighted to be on the Retrospect Garage Punk Show with Phil Gray, where it's not just the lyrics, it's the beat.
All night stand, been around, seen 1,000 places. All night stand, seen a good 500,000 faces. because I made this life and I made it for myself. If you scandalize my name, then you scandalize yourself, because I'm not to blame for the things that I've been doing. You all say that I'm bad and I'll only end in ruin. All night stand with a different girl each night. All night stand with 200 miles to ride. But I won't give it up long as I can make the bread. When I do, I shall stop, close my eyes and go to bed, and forget all the nights of all people on my back. Once I'm free from these chains, I ain't never looking back. All night stand, been around, seen 1,000 places, yeah. All night stand, seen a good 500,000 faces, yeah. All night stand, I can't get these people off my back. All night stand, say 10% for this and that. All night stand, tripping club and sweating hard. All night stand, where we're going and what we got. All night stand, 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 all night stand.
You are listening to this kind of dirt. I mean, if you've got pictures of these trashy people, if you're reading these dirty magazines that promote this kind of stuff, this altar just fits your needs.
Retrospect.
If you leave me, I go crazy. If you leave me, I go crazy. For I love you, nobody else. If you quit me, I go crazy. If you forget me, I go crazy. For I love you, nobody else. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. If you leave me, I'll go crazy. If you leave me, I'll go crazy. But I love you, you and nobody else. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. Yeah, I'll go crazy. If you leave me, I'll go crazy. But I love you, you and nobody else. Don't leave me, baby. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. You gotta live for yourself, and nobody else. If you leave me, I'll go crazy. If you leave me, I'll go crazy. But I love you, and nobody else. Hey!
You're with Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show, episode 651, our tribute to the late Shel Tammy. 3 tracks out of the UK, all Shel Tammy productions, The Sneakers Bald-Headed Woman. Then a band called The Thoughts, with a September 66 45 on a label called Planet, A-side of that 45, cover of the Ray Davis track, All Night Stand, from The Thoughts. Thirdly in the set, The Untamed. June 65 release on a label called Stateside. Out of Worthing, UK, released a bunch of singles between 64 and 66. We had the A-side, I'll Go Crazy, yet another track believed to be Page on guitar. Plenty more UK freakbeat coming up next.
Let me tell you, he runs it properly. He runs it strong.
Retrospect.
Well, Sheltami's work that he was best known for certainly was in the UK. Here's another set of entirely tracks from Britain. Starting with a band formed 1962 in Surrey, England, best known for the 1964 track Tobacco Road, a hit in the UK, Canada and the US. They are the Nashville Teens, a band while early in their career playing in Hamburg, they backed Jerry Lee Lewis for his LP Live at the Star Club, Hamburg. They also backed Carl Perkins, played with Chuck Berry, and their producers include Sheltami and Andrew Loog Oldham. Here we go. The Nashville Teens, I'm Coming Home.
Standing at the station, waiting for another freight train, waiting, slowing, winds blowing, hoping ain't a late train, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. I'm coming home, and I got you on my mind. I'm coming home, and I don't know what I will find. I'm coming home, and I've been too long away. I'm coming home, this time I'll be here to stay. I'll be leaving soon as the train gets a going. Hope you'll be there waiting. Our love is growing. La 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 la. I'm coming home, and I've got you on my mind. I'm coming home, and I don't know what I will find. I'm coming home, and I've been too long away. I'm coming home, this time I'll be here to stay. Standing at the station, waiting for another freight train, waiting, slowing, winds blowing, hoping ain't a late train, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. I'm coming home, and I've got you on my mind. I'm coming home, and I don't know what I will find. I'm coming home, and I've been too long away. I'm coming home, this time I'll be here to stay. I'm coming home, I got you on my mind. I'm coming home, I don't know what I'll find. I'm coming home, I've been too long away.
You're with Phil Gray on Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show.
I'm blue and so lonely too. I'm sad. Tell me what gonna do about it, yeah, yeah. What gonna do about it, yeah. Tell me why it hurts me when I cry. Hurts me when I cry. I'm gonna cry over you. In my arms when you said it's goodbye, 'cause you never wanna fall in love, no, no, never wanna fall in love, no. Tell me why it hurts me when I cry, hurts me when I cry. I'm gonna cry over you.
Thousands of teenagers rocking, rolling, twisting, smoking, drinking, cursing, carousing.
Retrospect.
Dandy, dandy, where you gonna go now? Who you gonna run to? All your little life, you're chasing all the girls. They can't resist your smile. Oh, they long for a dandy, dandy, chatting up the ladies, tickling the fancy, pouring out your charms to meet your own demands and turn it up as well. Oh, they long for dandy, dandy, knocking on the back door, climbing through the window. Hubby's gone away, and while the cat's away, the mice are gonna play. Oh, you low down dandy, 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 dandy. You know you're moving much too fast, and dandy, you know you can't escape the past. I look around me and see the people settle down, and when you're old and gray, you will remember what they said, that two girls are too many, three's a crowd, and fire dead.
You're to episode 651 of Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show. I'll remind you now, many back episodes available. All good podcasting platforms. If you can't find Retrospect 60s Garage Punk on your preferred platform, give me a shout. Let me know. I'll see what I can do. 4 tracks from the UK, all Shell Tami Productions. Nashville Teens, I'm Coming Home. Then Sean Buckley and the Breadcrumbs, formed in Dagenham, London, 1963. Together through to 66. A-side of 1965-45, track called It Hurts Me When I Cry. This is a band that had material on a bunch of great comps, including That Driving Beat, Rare Mod, and one called Planet Beat from the Shell Tami Vaults. Should have got my hands on that one. Sean Buckley and the Breadcrumbs. It Hurts When I Cry. Then we had Davy Jones and The Lower Third. Released 1965 through Parlophone. Under the name Davy Jones was, of course, David Bowie. Produced by Tami, very much influenced by The Who. Recorded early July 65 at IBC Studios in London. And you can certainly hear influence of The Who's Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, and also I Can't Explain in that track. I love that one. Davy Jones and The Lower Third, You've Got a Habit of Leaving. Finally in the set, the Rockin' Vickers, out of Blackpool, active 63 through to 68, toured a lot across continental Europe. The Rockin' Vickers, of course, Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead, a member of that band. The Rockin' Vickers also played in Yugoslavia, summer 65, one of the earliest British rock bands to ever perform in a communist state. So the Rockin' Vickers covering the Kinks' Dandy, and that wraps our sets of Shell Tami Productions. From here on in, a bunch of bands covering famous tracks that Tami had produced. Stick with it. Now it's even easier to get your weekly dose of 60s garage rock, garage punk, freakbeat, and psychedelia. Simply ask your Spotify-enabled device to play you Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show. Alright, we're leaving the UK behind, briefly heading to the States with The Other Five. Released on a label called Baus, B-A-U-S. 7-inch single from 1967, The Other Five. Here's their cover, Have You Really Got Me?
Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Oh, yeah, baby, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, baby, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Oh, please, baby, don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Oh, You got me so I can't sleep at night. Oh yeah, baby, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, no, girl, oh, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
Phil Gray.
Phil Gray.
Phil Gray.
Phil Gray.
Phil Gray.
Phil Gray.
Gray in Retrospect, 60s garage punk show.
Set me free, little girl. All you gotta do is set me free, little girl. You know you can do it if you try. All you gotta do is set me free, free, free. Set me free, little girl. All you gotta do is set me free, little girl. You know you can do it if you try. All you gotta do is set me free, 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 free. I don't want no one if I can't have you to myself. I don't need nobody else. So if I can't have you to myself, set me free. Set me free. Oh, set me free, little girl. All you gotta do is set me free, little girl. You know you can do it if you try. All you gotta do is set me free, 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 free. I don't want no one if I can't have you to myself. I don't need nobody else. So if I can't have you to myself, set me free. Set me free. Oh, set me free, little girl. All you gotta do is set me free, little girl. You know you can do it if you try. All you gotta do is set me free, free, free. Set me free. Oh, set me free.
A lot of different groups. Singapore, Japan. I have been disappointed with some others, like, Venezuela, Mexico.
Retrospect, 60s garage punk, garage rock and psychedelia.
Yeah, me conseguiste a mí, me conseguiste porque loco estoy. Sí, me conseguiste ya, por ti en las noches no puedo dormir. Sí, me conseguiste ya, tú haces que por ti yo me sienta mal. Oh sí, me conseguiste, me tienes por ti casi loco, me tienes a mí, me tienes a mí, me tienes a mí. Sí, me conseguiste a mí, me conseguiste porque loco estoy. Sí, me conseguiste ya, por ti en las noches no puedo dormir. Sí, me conseguiste ya, tú haces que por ti yo me sienta mal. Oh sí, fácil me conseguiste, me tienes por ti casi loco, me tienes a mí, me tienes a mí, me tienes a mí. Oh no. Siempre me arreglo mejor cuando contigo quiero yo salir. Sí, realmente me consigues, tú me consigues porque estoy aquí. Sí, me conquistaste tú a mí, me conquistaste porque loco estoy. Oh sí, me conquistaste ya, porque en las noches yo no puedo dormir, no puedo dormir, no puedo dormir.
Retrospect episode 651. We've been paying tribute to Sheltami. From here on in, pretty much all the tracks are, in fact, just covers of famous Sheltami productions. So we started that with the other five, You Really Got Me. Then we had the Jaybirds. Origins go back to 1960. Alvin Lee, playing in a band called the Atomites. They became Ivan J and the J-Men, then just the J-Men, then the J-Cats, then the Jaybirds. So as the Jaybirds, their cover of the Kinks, Set Me Free, off an EP called The Big Four, released on Embassy Records June 65, which had Terry Brandon with the Beatmen, Les Carl with the Beatmen, the Typhoons, and the Jaybirds. Second track, side one of this 4-track EP, the Jaybirds, Set Me Free. They also covered All Day and All of the Night a year earlier. Then we had, out of Mexico, Los Freddy's, Mi Tienes a Mi, another cover of You Really Got Me, from this band formed 1962 in Guadalajara.
There are many people today who know how to use God's name. When they take a hammer and they hit their hand, they know how to say, God blankety blank blank.
Retrospect, 60s garage punk, garage rock and psychedelia. Well, we're carrying on with unusual covers of tracks produced by the late Sheltami. Here's a great example, a band out of Salem, Oregon, big part of the sound of the Pacific Northwest. They worked with the Sonics, the Wailers, Paul Revere and the Raiders, and had a contract with Jordan Records. They are the Live Five. Here is their take on the Who's. Anyhow, Anyway, Anywhere.
Well, I can go anywhere, way I choose. I can talk anyhow, win or lose. Live anywhere for something new. Anyway, anyhow, anywhere I choose. I can do anything, right or wrong. Be with my friends or go it alone. Forget anything, never knew. Anyway, anyhow, anywhere I choose.
Well, we've had a bunch of covers of King's tracks produced by Shel Talmy, the originals, that is. That set, covers of the Who tracks produced by Shel Talmy. Started with the Live 5, Anyhow, Anyway, Anywhere. I slotted in there the Who doing a radio ad for Coke, why not? Thirdly in the set though, new discovery from me, and I love it. Peabody & Co. is the name of the band. They recorded 10 or 11 tracks on acetate, believed to be 1967 or 1968. They do a huge, long, pretty crazy version of Tobacco Road. That'll be coming up in a future retrospect. It was on the Fistful of Fuzz compilation. But we had, of course, their cover of The Who's I Can't Explain, including Theremin, because why not? It's a pretty obscure band, Peabody & Co. They also went under the name Peabody Co. without the and. So many unknowns. But I love that cover of The Who's I Can't Explain, from this band out of the States.
Check out Retrospect on Apple Podcasts, where you can rate each show and leave a review for Retrospect.
It's not nice.
And of course, subscribe.
It was bad.
For your weekly fix of cool 60s garage.
I'm not finished.
Well, how about one more Shel Talmy production? There were so many bands I could choose from. This band, you could arguably say they're not a 60s garage band at all. Certainly freakbeat, starting as the Mark IV in Cheshire, Hertfordshire, UK. One of the band members joined the Kinks, and they became The Creation. Described as loud art pop, similar to early Who tracks. I'd argue Talmy bringing an influence there. Here's my favourite track from England's The Creation. This is Biff Bang Pow. Brings us to the end of this week's Retrospect and our loving tribute to Shel Talmy, respected record producer. Hope you've enjoyed the selections. Full track listing is always up on our social media. So that's our Facebook page, our Instagram, and now we're on Blue Sky. If you haven't heard of Blue Sky, check it out. That's where everyone who's dropping X or Twitter is heading, to Blue Sky. So look up Retrospect 60s Garage on there, and you can message me through any of those platforms. One more track, instrumental, back to the UK, Shel Talmy production from a band called The Pros and Cons. Decca release, 1965. This is the B-side from The Pros and Cons. It's called Whirlybird Part 2. Thanks for joining me. Catch you next week here on Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show.
Come on now, let's see some soul, baby.
Connect with Retrospect. Retrospect Garage Punk Radio on Facebook and Retrospect 60s Garage Punk on Instagram. And for back episodes, find Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and lots more great podcasting platforms.
It's a tragedy, a horrible tragedy, worst in our country's history, a horror show.